All right, making sure this works. Perfect. Hi! Thank you, Didi, for stopping by to say hi. I like having just the camera option too. I just started that. I'm trying to like troubleshoot before I get started. Let's see. Just kind of I have a mess everywhere. But all right, let's see. Where is my live scene? Right here. I've changed everything around. Here's the live scene and I knew it. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I am trying to make sure my screen capture works. And for some reason, it stops working every time. I have to go and change it. All right, there we go. Okay. Does this work? Yeah. I kind of have a big mess in the background because I've been working already and I'm creating for my own class and my back like I have so many things back here. Time to clean that up, but I'm not gonna do that today. All right, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right in. It's we still have a minute until it was 1 o'clock, but just kind of talking about the purpose of the live today. Sorry I didn't go live last week. I had a super busy week with back to school. I do want to start our weekly lives next week on Saturday. Juliane is going to join me and we're actually going to do a pixel challenge. So we'll have a brand new pixel template and we'll have a giveaway for that. So that's going to be on Saturday. I'll post more information in our Facebook group, but we're going to be doing something yeah, so it was just, oh, that's how he does bookmarks. Oh no. Yeah, it's just my desktop is terrible. I got to clean it up. I do clean it up often, at least once a week, I go through and I clean it up. But I do my desktop is a mess. But I work from home, right? I'm working from the computer. I know, Michelle, you do too. So it's easy to just kind of let it get out of hand, at least for me. And then I go back and change things around. But yeah, so next week's life is going to be fun. There's going to be some new things, and we'll show how to edit a template, right? A lot of things that are not brand new for everyone, but then we'll have a giveaway at the end for anyone that actually takes a template and does anything with it and shares it in the group. So more to come, but that's going to be next week on Saturday. Again, if you know from the group, Juliane lives in Scotland. So she lives in Orkney, little tiny island. So she is quite some hours ahead of us. So we are going to be doing a 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, because that's 5 p.m. her time. So like right now, she's going to bed right now. So yeah, it's just kind of a tough time for her to be live during this time, which would be what I would prefer in the middle of the day. But we'll work for it because we love doing things together. If you know Juliane, her pixel templates are the best. So that's going to be next week. So let's go through the ones that we had questions on. And it's just fixing templates, right? So this was, let's go back to the names because I already forgot. So where's the posts? They're awesome. Not a lot of votes, but I know this was super last minute, right? I did want to make sure I went live again today. But Adela Moreno shared that she has 2 templates that she created for her Spanish class using templates from the group, right? So these are always free. This Tom and Jerry one was created by Juliane. And when she took that template and turned it into Spanish, there were some pixels missing. So her question was, why don't they work as well for math? And it actually has nothing to do with math versus Spanish or any language or anything like that. It has to do with the way that the template was formatted. So I do want to show how to edit that. And then there's this Luigi one. I think she gave me the name. It was like Billy Joe. Let me see if it's in here. I know it was one in here. I want to make sure that I give credit to the person that made it. Yeah. So Billy Joe Acker is the person that made the Luigi one, and I'll go through and edit that as well. Because these are not templates that I made myself, Adela is the one that took them from the math content that they were originally made and turned them into Spanish. I'm not going to be sharing them here on Facebook, but if you want access to the templates, you can 100% go into our Facebook group, and they're always free there. Okay, but I don't feel comfortable sharing them because, again, they're not my creations, and so I didn't ask for permission to share them outside of the group. And we are very serious about that. We want to make sure that everybody gets credit for their work. But again, if you want them, you can go into here and grab them. This will work for any of the pixel templates. And Michelle, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask me in the chat. Like any other questions, I'll go through that as well. So let's go with the Tom and Jerry one first. And I'm going to change this, fixing, in case Adela wants mine, but why isn't it working? My mouse has been not fixing template. All right, so if you notice, some of the pixels are missing, right? It's a very noticeable. Your students will notice as well that they're missing. So what we need to do is we need to go into the coding for that particular pixel that's missing. So I want to bet that all these red ones that are missing is the same, right? All the little orange ones that are missing is the same. So we'll have to do this a couple of times, but you don't have to do this for every single missing pixel that is missing. Oh, I can definitely explain why sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll talk about it right now. So I'm gonna right click on any of the pixels, right, that are missing, and I'm going to go to view more cell options and conditional formatting. Okay, so you'll notice that this one, oh, okay, so that's not what I was expecting. So usually it means that it wasn't coded all the way. So let's see, on 107, H107 is el libro. Let's put this one. What I'm doing right now, I'm troubleshooting, right? So I just want to talk through what I'm doing. I am going to click on here to add another cell, and then I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to choose this one. I just want to make sure that it actually is H107 when I click on it, right? So when I click on it, this is actually H35, not 107. So which one is H107? It's going to be somewhere in here. That's what triggered me, right? That it says 107 and it's so high up. There's no way this is field 107. So I'm going to do this for now here, and I'm going to change it to H35 here, and we'll see if that fixes it. There it is. All right, so there's always different reasons of why it could be, right? So a lot of the times it's that. So now when I click on here, you can see that this one appeared here. Let me go into I gotta find H107. This is 83, 95, so this one's 107, right? So 107 is actually química. So that's why that one's not working. I'm going to go back on this one, and I'll move it to the top. And now you can see that it turned red. You can also do that with the orange, and now it turned orange, so it's not the same color as the background. Michelle, sometimes the reason why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't is because when you are, for example, if you are doing the reformatting this way, where you're going through and changing every single one of the coding, sometimes we haven't added them, right? Because we are like actually formatting every single one of these pixels, and it could take so long. Sometimes we forget to do the last step of adding it to this, like to the field that's triggering it. So you're going through and you're changing all of them, and then there's actually some that you didn't change because it was never put into this place. And the way that you do that is by doing what I did at the beginning. You click on this little image, and then you add it to you add that field to it, so now you have all of them for the next time. So it's not a hard fix, but I know that it could be annoying sometimes if it doesn't work. So okay, let's do the next one now. I hope Adela's here. I'm gonna click on this one. Okay, this one says H119. No changing numbers or oh, I wonder if you have an example. Because that definitely shouldn't happen. I don't think. But we can definitely troubleshoot it and then see. Because I can find the answer. I think I just would need to see an example. This one is, it says H119 La Cafetería. So same thing, right? La Cafetería is all the way up here, right? This is H23. So I need to change this to H23, La Cafetería. And then I'm going to add this. There we go. So now that one works as well. And I want to see, I just want to make sure that none of the ones that are not supposed to be on there are, because you don't want anything. 31, 19. Okay, if you ever find another one though, Michelle, let me know, because I mean, you know how to get a hold of me, and then we could, I don't mind going live and doing that again, like on a time that works for you. It's like if you ever happen to run into one, and usually we could like fix them quickly. All right, a couple more. This one. Oh, look at this one. This one has two different codings. It has one for H35 that turns it white, right? And then it has this D71, La Enfermería, that turns it yellow. So it's like reading both. I'm going to turn this one up here like this. Let's see what happens. I just shifted to the top, right? Because now these are in order. But I wonder why this one I'm going to try deleting it and see what happens. This might just be an extra one that's not needed. Yeah, it's just triggering those, so I'm going to delete this one. If you notice, when I click on it, when I hover over it, you could see all the little, I can't point out at both, but you can see in here all the little green squares that show up. So this white coding is based on all of those right there. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it, because we don't want it to turn white anyway. See how it didn't affect anything? So I'm gonna leave it deleted. It was just, I don't know why that's there. Let's do the red one. This one's age 119 álgebra. Where is álgebra? This one looks like álgebra's right here. It's age 83. So let's change this to age 83. Done. Okay, that's looking good. This one is la cancha. Oh, la cancha. Where is that one? El gimnasio, el salón, la cafetería, la cancha, court. All right, so this one, this is 59. So la cancha is age 59. Cancha, there it is. Okay. All right, this one's all fixed, I think. Nothing is missing. Adela, if you're here, let me know. I don't mind sharing this with you, so you don't have to do it again, right? I get to share it back with you. I am going to, just because I'm annoying, view more conditional cell options. Personally, I want to change the color of the background so that it's different from this background, so I feel like students might get confused. There it is. Now they change to a color different than the background. And you can change the size of these if you wanted to, so that they're bigger. Same with this one, so that there's more room. All right, I'm liking that. Also, if you want to see how there's a lot of white space here in the bottom, you can delete these too. They don't affect anything. So we can take these and delete. Why is that gray? I'm talking to myself. I don't know why is this gray. Is that the... What is that? Is it the scroll? Oh yeah, the scroll's on. Okay, hold on. I need to change something real quick. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna click on here, and then I'm gonna go to, is that in tools? Format. I forgot what it's called. Oh my goodness. Freeze, that's what it is. No rows. Oh, no columns. Freeze. No columns. There it is. All right, so I think that may have been a mistake. Hopefully. It just freezes that one, so when you're scrolling, it looked kind of weird. I'm also going to erase all these. We don't need them. Okay, so there's this one. I will share it back with Adela, and if she wants to share it with the group, I think she should. Her reformat, if you teach Spanish, this looks like a super useful activity. So there's that one. And hopefully, Adela, you're here. But if not, I will be sharing this one back with you later. I'm going to leave this one open so I don't forget to share it back with her. And here's her second one. This is the one that was made by Billy Acker. Now I forgot his name again. But I said it at the beginning. Again, I didn't make this one. So it has some missing pixels. So let's kind of investigate why. So I'm going to look on the ones that look kind of funky here. And view more cell options, conditional formatting, to look into the formatting. So this one is S115 bajan. So I'm looking for here, bajan. S115. If cell is empty. Okay, so that is S115. Why did it work for some and not others? Do that. Can we delete this? Nope. Just in case. Okay. Let's go back then. It's all the same and it worked for some. It's not working at all. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what it is. All right, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna go to format, number, and plain text. See if that fixes it. Bajan. Oh, this one says AI 115. Is it S? Oh, that changed it. Okay, cancel. Okay, hold on. I'm going to view the formula bar. Okay, this one's actually AI 115. Where is S? It's going to be these, right? No, C. Are these S? Okay, so it's not S 115, is AI. This one, I'm looking up here. So to look at the name of the field, to see what field this is, since these are all so tiny, it's this one here. So AI 115 is the one that it is. So I'm going to go through these and I'm going to change this to AI. There it is. Now they're being fixed. There. All right. Okay, I found the problem. So quick tip, right? If you need to see, if you have a huge a huge sheet like this one, right? This is a big sheet and you need to know what the name of it is, right? I couldn't tell which one this is here at all. I don't know which letters these are, and I definitely can't tell which numbers these are. So if you turn on, so if you go to view and then you show the formula bar, I'm gonna remove but if you view the formula bar, you can see over here on the side, it'll tell you the name of the box. So you can use that name to fix what you need. Okay, let's go back. Now to the ones that are missing. This one here, e.g., oh, this one wasn't fixed. e.g. 115 is 4. So let's give this one e.g. 115, so we know it's these, right? This was 115. Let's find e.g. Oh, the subscription goal. Here, let me see. How do I? Let's just delete it. Okay. Does that work? I don't know how to move it. I don't know how to move it live. I know how to move it when I'm setting things up, but not in the middle of the live. But that's okay. It's gone now. EG is what I was looking for. EG. That's easy. Oh, where is EG? That's probably why there's no. There it is. EG was this one. EG is despertamos. So EG 115 is despertamos. That's the answer. Despertamos. So I'm going to go back here. And then I'm going to change this one here to despertamos. All right, that one worked. Fixing them as we go. Which one's this one? This one's another one, right? Easy. What I think it was this one, bañan. Yep, easy is bañan. Oh, but that's 127. Is that this one? Ellos cantan. Okay. Easy 127 is ellos cantan. Done. Okay. F, bailo. Bailo, F, P, 115. We know that that's not right. So bailo is A, I, 55. A, I, 55. I don't know how this happened. A, I, 55. So the trick is on going, right, clicking and just kind of looking at the formula, making sure that it matches. You can know that it matches by clicking again and looking here at the top, right? And then it tells you what field that is. So, bailo, done. Next one. This one has a lot. This one is easy, 127. I think that was this one here. Was that ellos cantan? I think so. Let's see if I remember correctly. Ellos cantan. Cantan. Yep, that fixed it. We're almost done. This one, GF 115. This one still has a 2. So GF 115. We know that these are the 115. C, S, B, D, E, G. Oh, GF is the last one. So GF is buscan. GF is buscan. There's that one. Is this one? This one's that last one. Ellos cantan. Perfect. And is this? That's it. Those are not. There's nothing on there. It looks complete. Yay! So, I guess let's recap because now this one's done. If you notice that you are missing pixels, there are 2 places that you have to look to fix it, right? So, it could be one or 2 things, right? It could either be a user error. So, as you are updating it, you make a mistake, right? That's always a possibility, especially if this is the first time you're working. Or it can 100% be that when the template was created, there were some steps that were left behind, right? So a lot of the times, the person that's creating the activity is not really meaning that. Again, let me backtrack a little. If you are purchasing a template or if you are using an activity that was made as a template, it should work as intended. If it doesn't, then the person that made the template should go back and fix it so that it works accordingly, right? That's how it should work. The template should do what it's meant to do. You should be able to take it, put your answers in, and then it works. An activity like this one though, right? This was not meant to be a template. This was made to be what it was. Which was to be used for math in the way that it was created. But in our group, we like to take things that are already made and turn it into something we can use for our own class. So sometimes when you're making an activity that is not intended to be a template, there's little steps that you don't really take. And one of those steps is when you code an answer to add it to one of these, right? Since all of these are only going to turn green, really only the green ones are the ones that you have to code. The blue ones, you don't necessarily have to code to one of these. So if you're only looking in here for updates, for things you have to update, you might miss some of the pixels. So the best place to look for what you need to fix is in the pixels themselves. So in all of these. So see how everything shows up? So all of these show up here. And for example, if you do that, and you would have, if you just highlight the actual picture and you scroll through, sometimes you can very clearly see if you have a number and you really need to have a word, right? So you can definitely see when you look at all of them at once, you would have those ones that only had numbers in it, which means that the person that was recreating this into a Spanish activity hadn't yet gone in there and changed it into a word. You can really clearly see those in this list. You'd be able to go find all those numbers, and then you can find where that belongs to. I hope that makes sense. All right, but I did do, or I did accomplish what I set myself to accomplish, which was just kind of show how to fix some of the activities that are not working. These were for pixels. If you happen to have an activity that's not working for you, if it's a puzzle or a block reveal or a sticker reveal, right? Any of the other ones that we like making, or maybe it's a scavenger hunt, let me know, right? So leave me a comment. I answer all of them. I'm sure you've seen that if you've been following along. If you're new, thank you for being here. But let me know. I'm more than happy to show you how to fix it, whether that be in a video, in a live video, or through a comment. I am always here to help. So yeah, I think that's kind of it, unless you have any other questions. Michelle, thank you so much for joining me. I love how, you've been around in the group for so long, so I really, really appreciate you. If you have any questions, let me know. Hey, Candy, how exciting. Thanks for being here. Candy is one of my all-time favorite luxury YouTubers ever. She knows it. Hi. Oh, yeah, let's see. Can you talk about how to make question blocks larger? Enlarge row height in a block picture. It always alters the columns. How do you know the ratio to alter them? All right, let me look at a block review and see if I understand your question. So actually, let me go into my own drive. I have so many things in here. Thank you. All right, let's look at this one. All right, Michelle, so this is a block reveal. Is this what you're talking about? Or are you talking about for pixel specific? Because I know it says question blocks larger in a block picture, so I'm assuming this is what it is. Okay, so you do have to change both. Okay, so this is what so to know what it is, so right now the way that it's set, to me, it looks really good, right? So like the blocks fit really nicely. So what I would do, especially because I know, Michelle, that you teach math too, so this might be easier for a math person, but the way that I look at it, I'm going to highlight the column, I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to go to resize a column, and I'm going to make note of the size, right? So the column is 147. All right, I'm just writing it down. The column is 147. And then I'm going to do the same with the rows, right? So I'm going to highlight the rows. Yeah, right? Just give me an equation. And then I'm going to highlight the rows. I'm going to right click and do the same, right? And these rows are 28. So the rows are 28. But notice how there are 4 rows, right? So there's one column and there are 4 rows that affect that picture there, right? And there are 4, so really it's 28 times 4, the size of the row. Does that make sense? So the row, 28 times 4. So 112. So 112 this way by 147 this way gives you the perfect block. So anything in that ratio, right? So if you are going to make it bigger, you need to make sure that you stay proportional, right? So then it'll be perfect. So you do have to always mess with both. You're going to have to mess with the row height and the column height. But if you want it to look perfect, you can use that ratio, right? They're all going to differ because all the block reveals are different. So find that ratio, and then anytime that you update, you can update that way. So, right, updating the rows and the columns by the same ratio. If you don't have the time to mess around or you're not a math person, everybody is a math person in my opinion, but let's say you're not, you're like, oh, math, right? Then you're not my person. But let's say you are, I would highlight the rows, right? Let's say I need more space going up and down. I'm going to move it a little bit down to make it bigger. And then they get all messed up, right? Oh man, they got messed up. I'm going to go to the columns and I'm going to make those a little bigger. And then I'm just going to keep messing with it until I get close enough. Look at now, that's perfect. Exactly, right? So you would need 1/4 of the amount. You do have to do all of them though, right? Because they are all made to be equal size. But I just gave myself more space there at the bottom. Maybe I need to make them smaller. Maybe I don't want that much space, right? Or maybe I want to go even bigger than this. So I'm going to go this way. And then I just have to go this way and make them bigger. And again, you could just make them. If you want to use math, right, you can. But I hate that. It's too big, but there it is. Oop. I'll share this one. I made this template. Let's share it. Anyone want it? This is a cute one. I love squirt. Little. Hi, Caroline. What time is it for you over there? We were just talking about time differences and how Julianne's probably in bed. Are you just waking up? It's like lunchtime here. We were talking about how to fix activities that misbehave. I love this little dude. I love this one. You so totally rock, dude. This one, it's one of those templates that anything you do should work, right? We were talking about this. I'm going to make the questions bigger. Notice how this, right, the row, the column, I mean, does not affect the picture. So I can move it whatever size and it's not going to change anything. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 6:30 in the morning. So it's Monday for you. So you're getting ready for work? Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Is it really cold right now? So right now it's like it's end of the summer here, so it's end of your winter over there. How's the weather right now? Someday I'll visit. Someday I'll get to go. 6:30 in the morning, man. You're not going into work and you are still waking up at 6:30 in the morning. I know my internal clock, right? Sometimes like that's my usual time too, but if I could sleep in, I would. Like today I slept until 8:30. It was magical. Like I woke up and forced myself to go back to sleep. This is one of the activities. So going back to the block reveal, this is one of the activities where you just set your you type in your questions, and then over on page 2 you just put in your answers. So we've done those plenty. You just put in your answers here. Oh, hot for winter. Well, that's nice though. 20 is nice. Unless you like the winter, then then it's not so nice. Cool weather in Indiana, even right now in the summer. It's been so hot here in California. Oh my goodness, it's been so hot. I don't know if Candy's still here, but Candy's in Texas and she gets some heat. Yeah, in California it's been pretty hot. Not unusually hot though, because it hasn't reached 100 here. It was 120 when we were out on vacation in Palm Springs though. That was yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like I can complain about I don't feel like I can complain about weather. Have fun with your grandbaby. Yeah, it was 120. But I mean, Palm Springs is the middle of the desert. So, yeah, but it's hot no matter what. But it was horrible. Do not recommend. I mean, we were vacationing there, so we had the pool but even with the pool and everything, we tried to go swimming and stuff at night. My skin is super fair. My daughter, my son, my in-laws, they can be out in the sun, sunblock, and they're fine. I need to reapply my sunblock every 15 minutes so that I don't get so burnt. My skin does not do well in the sun at all. And yeah, I dealt with some peeling and some, even though I really, really took care of myself, it was still, the sun is insane. But definitely don't like those 3 digits ever. I'm comfortable around, even in the 80s, it's hot, but I enjoy it, right? I like that. That's okay. You get anything more than that, and no, and that's not for me. It never gets really cold here though. Right, I feel like the coldest it'll ever get here, it's in the 40s, which is pretty, for me, that's deadly. Well, we don't get any snow, which I hate. I wish we had some of that. Yeah. I love chatting. I could talk forever, but I think it's time to go now. I don't have anything else unless anyone has any questions. Michelle, I hope that I answered yours. Yeah, 40s, right? So 120 is what, 45? Now I gotta do the math. Now I'm gonna see. Hold on. 120 Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness. 120 is 48.8. So almost 49. That's how hot it was when I was on vacation. Nearly 50 Celsius. When I'm in Argentina and it hits 40 and that humidity, ugh. Mm-mm. Yeah. You shared a couple of seventh grade things in Facebook. Oh, I am going to love you forever and go take a look. It's been a challenge right now. This is the youngest age group for me ever. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Luckily though, teaching online right now, I don't have to deal with all the classroom management, which I'd be terrified to teach a 7th grade class in person. Oh, I missed it in the chat. Hold on. I don't see anything. You know what? Maybe you sharing links doesn't work because the chat's moderated. So maybe if you don't mind sharing them with me in like a Facebook message, that would work. Yeah, so I didn't know that. I didn't, but I don't see anything. So I don't see any links in the chat. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. I realize that like our whole first semester in 7th is like fractions, multiplying fractions, adding fractions, subtracting fractions, rewriting fractions, fractions to mixed numbers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do love that group for that. We share a lot. It helps. So yeah, I love going in there and looking for new things. Right now, I think what I need to figure out is like, because I already started working, right? But I work at our school. It's 3 weeks of prepping and planning. So I don't have students until the first week of September, right after Labor Day. And so I really need to figure out what I'm gonna do for like beginning of the school year. Yeah, I do that too. So I like covering, you mean so that they can't go and delete the picture, Caroline? For some reason, though, I've realized that people don't like that people don't like that in a template. They get confused. So, but I do like adding them to my own. Yeah, it's a clear, transparent text box. So watch, I'll show you. I always have mine. So insert, image, oversells. If you make a new copy of this, you'll get it on yours. But I have mine titled front. You've seen it in other videos because it's all the way at the end because it's been here forever. It just lives. It's one of those things that lives in my desktop. See how now I could click on it? You can't see it, but it's there. So I'm going to resize it to go around the box. I would as well add a box on top of my questions. So after I type in the questions, I would put a box over it. After I type in the questions on this one, I would put a box over it. Yep. I like doing that too. And also, like, kids see this, right? Like this whole, it's intimidating. They don't want to go in there and delete it. You can also put multiples, one on top of the other, so when they delete it, there's still another one underneath it. It's my motto, be relentlessly annoying. I have that motto for a lot of things. When I believe in something and I'm going to advocate for kids, I like to be relentlessly annoying. Yeah, you could add so you add multiple since you can just resize them. And Michelle, I don't know if you've caught that, but I made that box. I know, sneaky. I made that box with PowerPoint. So I could show it real quick. For anybody else, if you need to make your own box to save forever. Oh, come on. So on PowerPoint. Create. Should I erase this? So I just took insert a text box, right? And then so it's already there. It always defaults to like a clear one, and then I it doesn't matter the size. It could even be a tiny one. I like making a large one so that then, right? Because you can't see it here. Now I lost it. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to lose it. It's my mouse. Where'd you go? Did you erase it? Wow. I was trying to show how not to lose it. Let's put it in again. I don't know what I did with it. So you add the text box, and then you right click, and you save it as a picture. And that's it. So now you have a clear. Just make sure that it says PNG here. Yeah. Caroline, that's funny. Like, I always have to tell I honestly though, because teaching online, a lot of these that we do, I do a lot of the scavenger hunts for like review. So there are things that are really meant to be just for fun and practice, and the kids love doing them. Usually it's not something that's like heavily affecting their grade or anything, so they're just doing it for fun. I've had so much success using these. That's why I'm never going back. Like, I can very easily edit into anything that they enjoy right now. So I was thinking about, well, I already told you guys that next live, right? Next week we're gonna be with Juliane and we're gonna do the challenge. But I was thinking about doing another live eventually with the matching activities, or like the ones with the jokes. I really like those. I haven't used those in a while. So I think that might be one of my next ones coming up. It's just kind of showing how to make those jokes there. I love them. Correct. Yeah, correct answers and messed up pictures because they went in there and deleted it. They probably went into the code. Accidentally deleted the picture. Yeah, it's like pure fun. So, all right, I think I'll take the conversation back into Facebook, and we can come up with, well, we already have a setting for next Saturday. I do have to make a post, like a teaser post. Juliane and I are still trying to figure out what we want the picture to be for the challenge thing that we're going to do next week. And then for the following week, I'll talk about when would be a good day to do it and time. So, yeah, maybe even having a Labor Day one. I don't know. We're all off, right? So we'll see. Actually, I don't know, Caroline, if you're off. Do you guys observe Labor Day? Is that a U.S. thing? I wonder if they celebrate it in Argentina. And if it's the same day. Who knows? But yeah, I'll take the conversation back to the Facebook group. We can figure out another day to go live. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So have a great rest of your day. If you come up with other questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to them and we'll find another one. Hi, Veronica. Thanks for being here. We're going to be live with Juliane on Saturday, Caroline. So it's Saturday at 9 a.m. my time, which is 5 p.m. Juliane's time. Probably it'll be the middle of the night for you. I'm so sorry. But I'll post it on the group for sure. All right, bye everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for being here.